Hello everyone, my name is Crowe and welcome to Let's Play Assassin's Creed Unity. It's been a little while since I made a video on this, which actually is not true because I actually recorded a video on this yesterday, but I haven't uploaded it, and there's a reason for that. Today was the release of the third patch for this game. Now, since it's been a while since I made a video on this, I know I uploaded it recently, but I made that video a while ago. I have yet to make a video on Assassin's Creed Unity that included any of the patches besides the initial patch, which came out a couple days after the release of the game of Assassin's Creed Unity. Then they released a second patch, which I was slightly excited about because it had a lot of things saying that it was going to fix a lot of the problems with multiplayer servers, and I have played co-op games since then. I remember in my original video I would talk about how before the update, rather, that there was no way you could play this game in public servers. In my original video, you can see that there's no way to play this game on public servers. I crashed all three times I tried to play the game in the public servers, and it was just terrible. I had a terrible time doing it. I didn't even want to upload the video because how terrible it went, but it served as a good bookmark, should I call it. A good way for me to kind of compare this to that. Now, I gotta say, when I made my video yesterday and I did some of the co-op stuff, it actually was a lot better. The frames are a lot better. You could finish co-op games no problem while playing the game, and no one disconnected. The desyncing between other players was very low in comparison to what it had been before. And I want to say right off the bat, although there haven't been a whole lot of updates for the game's frame rate, there have been some, and it is noticeable. You can see that there's a lot less jittering. You can see that the game definitely loads a lot quicker once you're actually in the game. It seems like the initial loading screen is longer, but then once you're actually in the game, everything, like whenever you're like changing areas, the loading screen is a lot quicker, which is good. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do what I did yesterday, and I'm going to play a co-op game so you guys can see the difference between that game and this game. Now, a few things I just want to mention. When I recorded yesterday, there was a lot of things I wanted to mention, and I'm probably not going to mention them in this particular video because I don't remember everything I said, but the servers are a lot more stable now in comparison to what they were from my first video, and I played 3 co-op games, all on the same mission, all with 4 players, and there was a very stable environment. I have yet to even play this game on this particular update. This is the update 3, or patch 3 rather, where, I kid you not, there is over 300 fixes for this game in patch 3. It was like 1.8 gigabytes of just patch. It was ridiculous, and I gotta be honest, I can already tell like an improvement in the game. And you know, a lot of the other stuff was like just, you know, players falling through the map, players getting stuck in hay carts was a pretty common one. You know, just a variety of different things that players are having troubles with. But there have been some work toward frame rate issues, and it is noticeable. And they are talking about how the patch 4 will be the one that is primarily responsible for fixing frame rate issues, now that they've gotten a lot of the more common issues out of the way. I mean, sure, frame rate issues is kind of a big deal, but they wanted to get all the little stuff out of the way first so that they could focus all their attention on tackling the big stuff, which I understand. Me personally, after this update, there's not frame rate issues for me. I did not think that this game was ever going to be capable of running at perfect frames while recording at that. So you're going to see over there that the searching for players is going to take a while. That is not uncommon. I noticed that after patch 2, finding a co-op game took a lot longer, and I wasn't expecting it to improve any upon patch 3, because I'm pretty sure what they did, and I've mentioned this so many times in my other video that I did that I almost don't feel like mentioning it because it feels like a broken record, but since that video won't see the light of day, I might as well bring it up again. I'm pretty sure what they did was they localized the servers so that you search for people in your general vicinity rather than just finding the first immediate players. I don't remember exact time, but I'm pretty sure in my first video I was able to find games like within 20 seconds. It was pretty ridiculous. Okay, apparently this guy doesn't see me murdering his friends, so I'm just gonna stab him too. There they go with the deaf guards again. Every game I play where stealth is an option, I always deal with deaf guards. Just look at all my other videos. You'll know what I'm talking about. I refer to deaf guards in about 10 other videos that I have. But, yeah, as I was saying before I interrupted myself, which is a pretty common situation, the video, or not the video, but the time to find other players, like I said, takes a while. Plus, happy Thanksgiving, guys. It is Thanksgiving Day, so it could take longer because there's not that many players on because everyone's celebrating Thanksgiving. I personally, for certain reasons, don't really participate in a huge family gathering anymore. You know, my family is very scattered around the states, so we can't really all get together like we used to. Alright, it looks like a match is starting up. And this is, I've seen the nice frames in the single player, so I'm actually really excited to see how that translates into the multiplayer and if it's any better. Alright, guys, and here we are. And this guy actually doesn't have a hood on.
AmeriCorps sent the assassins a message,
Interesting.
but she went after the Templars alone.
Is that actually
You need to
Arno?
catch up to her.
Do we all, hey, do we also have the Arno skin on right now? I can't really tell. They look like Arno. I didn't know that there was a hood that like had no had no hood, or like an outfit that had no hood rather. All right, so I can immediately say that it definitely feels a lot smoother. The gameplay does. You know, I'm not expecting everything to be completely fixed. I'm still expecting some jitterness, but I also am expecting it to be a lot better than it was. So don't want to jinx myself, but so far so good. So, since you hadn't seen my other video, you'll probably be just as surprised as I was then that this server is actually not going to crash in the middle of playing it. And I can say that with pretty certain, like, with absolute certainty now. And I couldn't say that before, you know. In my previous video, I remember mentioning on multiple occasions that there's no reason to play this game unless you're playing it with a friend. You know, as much as I enjoyed playing it, unless you were playing it with a friend, it was like a waste of money and a waste of time because the servers were so bad. But now, I'm in the middle of combat, I'm killing people, and it's running completely smooth as if I'm playing the dang thing on single player. And that is just astonishing to me because like I said, I was expecting it to take them at least a month before they were able to get this game into what I would have considered a working progress. And now it's Thanksgiving Day, and when did this game get released? On the 11th, I believe, so it's been out for about 16, 17 days or so. Not that long, needless to say. And look at that. Perfectly in sync fighting with other people. And that's one of the, I mean, even yesterday when I recorded before the update patch 3, I noticed that one of the only issues that really persisted in a multiplayer game, well, for starters, that right there, that's definitely something that's persisted. The only thing that's really persisted is that when you double team an enemy, it usually bugs out on you because like you'll both try to do a kill animation at the same time, and the game does not like it when you both try to do it at the same time. But I've noticed that was something that was definitely still a persistent issue, and now it doesn't seem like so much. You know, I was able to perform the killing animation on that guy, and it didn't seem like it really interrupted his fighting as well, which it was something that would frequently happen. See if I can get into this window while they're doing that. No, that's downstairs. No need to go downstairs. Interestingly enough, I'm actually seeing like a little speakerphone type deal by this guy's name. I'm wondering, like, if they've added some type of in-game voice chat. Maybe I'm already broadcasting to these people and I didn't even realize it.
Unfortunate.
That'd be
The bastard
hilarious,
found me as I
but
was trying to get out.
I don't know. I don't see any little
Now they'll be
speaker thing by
watching
my
for us.
name.
It means we have to move quickly. I've been tracing this group for
I haven't
more than
even
a
tried
month.
looking in the settings if there's anything of that nature because I wasn't sure if
People are saying the farmers are
that was
hoarding
something
food
that
and
they were
fixing
planning on
prices,
adding or
but
not.
It's not them. The National Assembly wouldn't believe me when I said there was something else at work. They tried setting a grain price to solve the problem. But I've got the name of the woman behind it all, Madame Flavigny. Supposedly, she's a couturière.
Alright, we're gonna go
with a
hunt
shop
down
in
Madame
Milan.
Flavigny.
She's not a couturière. I'm glad someone is finally taking an interest in helping. I can't take down all of her.
I really
agents
like
by
that.
myself.
Those colors, though, those traditional assassin colors are pretty nice. Definitely not a good idea to have two assassins fighting in close quarters combat, that's for sure. Alright, so I've turned the volume down quite a bit because in a few of my other videos, there have been mentions that it's hard to hear me over the in-game volume, and I'm trying to turn down the in-game volume on a lot of the games I've been playing lately. I just want to say that the reason why it's so difficult for people to hear me over the in-game volume is because typically when I record my audio, like my personal audio, on a different program than I record my game audio on, and when I don't have a face cam, both my voice and the in-game audio are both recorded on the same track. So I can't do, as some people suggested, separate the tracks and then just like edit the audio individually. It's not an option for me to do that because it's all on the same track for me right now. So I understand what you were talking about, but it's not something I can do. Just for reference.
Low-key next time,
Low key my ass. I'm not about that life. Okay, so, you know, my buddy Brandon, or Media Sync Pro, he's had a lot of trouble with this game. You know, his data's been deleted a couple times, more than once, and he's had a lot of crashing issues, much more so than I've experienced. I've had my data deleted in this game once, which is not something I'm proud of. It's not something I was happy when it happened. I don't think anyone wants to see, oh, your data's been deleted. So, you know, that's cool. But since I only got it deleted once, I didn't necessarily give up immediately. You know, I still wanted to give this game more of a chance because I felt like this game was still capable of more than a lot of people was giving it credit for. And it is very capable, and it does have a lot of potential. And now that the multiplayer servers are in good shape, despite the fact that it takes you a while to actually get into a server, I still say, I mean, what would you rather have? A server that you can get into within like 20 seconds and it's crap and everyone disconnects and you fail the mission, or a server that takes 3 minutes to get into and the server runs perfectly fine? There has been no problems in this server so far. And mind you, I'm recording, so take the performance in this and even lower it a little bit, because the game even runs smoother when I'm not recording, of course, which would be the expected outcome of pretty much any game that you were recording. Especially a game that has requirements as high as this one. This game has a lot of recommended requirements, definitely higher than I can fulfill.
There's no way out, mate.
I was sort of hoping we wouldn't.
Oh,
be
nice
noticed.
work.
I was sort of hoping we wouldn't be noticed. I need to make sure that food gets back to the people. You'll
Well, I
find
understand that
Flavigny
was
and
your
her
hope,
thugs in the
but
marketplace.
we just
Good
wrecked
luck.
the shit out of them. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next area now. I've played this mission enough times to know how it works and what happens. I just want to say that if you've seen my previous video, compared to this one, it was not a coincidence. My previous video, when I disconnected 3 matches in a row, it wasn't because I just had bad luck or I picked a bad night. That is how the servers were. This is how the servers are now. and I've tested them both on multiple occasions. Obviously, I played 3 games in a row that night, and I played many games before that, and the same thing happened. Disconnection after disconnection. I have played, this will be my 4th co-op mission since Update 2. This is my first co-op mission since Update 3, and no crash. No crash at all, either time, from any of them. 4 people per mission, which is the most people that you can get in a single mission. And no problems. And I'm telling you guys, this game is getting to where we want it to be. It may not still be where we wanted it to be when we first got it, but compared to what it was, it is a lot more of an Assassin's Creed game now than it was 2 weeks ago. Let me tell you that for sure. There's no doubt. Shot the guy in the head. They had no idea what was happening. That guy's a Phantom Blade. And it looks like someone actually left the server, and there was no desync, you know. That's another thing. Host migration wasn't a very big thing in the game before, where if someone left the server, it would pretty much screw everyone. And they fixed that, you know. I'm telling you, there was 1.8 gigabytes worth of data I had to download in order to play this game, because that's how big the update was. I said some harsh things because I was mad when I said that they didn't give a damn about this game and that they weren't putting any effort into it. I was wrong. They have been putting effort into this game, and it shows.
Hey, you there! You're mine!
I like to be the silent in and out type. Granted, shooting a gun in the middle of a group of people isn't exactly what I would call inconspicuous, but it definitely gave off the element of surprise, and I was able to take down my target. Damn, that's a lot of people following me. All right, I need to disappear before I get my ass kicked. I think I actually got shot. Man, running away from these guys can be some tough work. Ezio Rodriguez has joined the game. Oh, nice to have you, Mr. Ezio. Alright, now I'm more in the position that I wanted to be in. So let me go ahead and enter this area here. Take it nice and stealthy. Looks like he's already killing that guy over there. Oh, yep, this guy's definitely dead. Let me loot up. Why does it say we still have to kill him? How dead does he have to be? Do I have to shoot him?
All done. Time to get out of there.
There we go. Now we can escape. Okay. Out of this entire gaming session, that moment right there is probably the most glitchy thing that's happened so far. Now tell me, compared to what this game originally was, is that not a huge improvement on the servers? Compared to what you wanted this game to be, maybe that isn't what you wanted. But compared to what this game was 2 weeks ago, tell me that that wasn't a direct improvement on the game. Achievement unlocked, share the wealth, absolutely. I still don't know how to get that 4th point, but I have played this damn mission enough to get all 3 pieces of equipment. With the recent stuff that they've been putting out, in case you guys didn't know, if you have the season pass for Assassin's Creed Unity, you get a free game from Ubisoft. They've emailed us. You get a free game from Ubisoft. They will give you a free title of your choice. I think you have like a few selections that you have to choose out of. Like, I don't think it's literally any Ubisoft game, but go ahead and, if you have the season pass, look into that and check that out. If you don't have the season pass, you get a free DLC. I think it's like the King's Wrath or something like that. I don't exactly remember what the free DLC was, but you do get a free DLC for Assassin's Creed Unity. And it's kind of their way of saying, you know, we're sorry that we gave you guys this incomplete game. They've been busting their butts getting out this update for us, and they are putting a lot of effort into update 4. And I gotta say, you know, any negativity I put toward this company and toward this game, it's not erased. They still gave us an incomplete title, but at least they're proving that they understand that they made a mistake and that they're actually trying to rectify it. And that alone is enough for me to say, you know what, I respect that. You guys made a mistake. You admitted you made the mistake, and now you're trying to fix it. You're giving the people who purchased your game free DLC to prove that, like, hey, look, we know we gave you guys something that you weren't asking for, and we're trying to make things right. And I respect that from a game developer. It's something I've only come to expect from indie developers these days, because that's usually the only people who have enough time to take the time and prove that, you know, they actually give a damn about the consumers. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing another video when we get the next patch out. Hopefully, I can show you guys some of the more improvements that they make in the future. You know, like I said, it's probably going to be more targeted toward fixing a lot of the frame rate issues a lot of people are having. You know, watching this video, you may notice that there are still some frame issues, and that is how the game is. There is frame issues right now. It still isn't perfect, but I can't help but keep bringing up that if you compare it to the previous video, it is a huge improvement. I just completed a damn multiplayer game in a public lobby. I've never been so excited to say that in my life. I completed a multiplayer game in a public lobby. This game is no longer a game I would recommend only for playing with your friends. I would now recommend getting this game as an Assassin's Creed title and to play it on public servers. I knew I'd be able to recommend it as that particular title eventually. I just didn't think it would be so soon. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here because I have a huge tendency to just ramble on and on about video games. I have such a huge passion for games, and sometimes I won't shut up. I can just walk into GameStop and have like a freaking... I'll go in for a pre-order and walk out with 2 hours of conversation. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you guys are looking forward to my future videos. And also, if you're looking forward to the giveaway that's coming up, I did not forget about it. That is still happening. I've just put a delay on it for reasons that I will mention in the future. But for now, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. And until next time, guys, take it easy.